effective retention policy. Retention means, what is employee retention? Do you have any idea what is employee retention? Do you have any idea of employee retention? The employee retention means it is the steps as a HR of the organization. It is the effective steps, or it is the effective measures you are taking for retaining the valuable asset. So which is the valuable asset? Obviously, employees are the valuable asset for the organization. So you are making the valuable asset with you. So that is what it is, the effective measure taken by the HR of an organization to retain or to hold the most valuable asset with the organization, or you are holding the employees of your organization. So that is called the retention. That is called the employee retention. An employee retention policy is an effort taken by an employer or an organization to hold on its most valuable asset, that is employees. Employee retention rate, whether low or high, have a direct impact on company's overall business. The employee retention policy represents an organization overall working culture to keep employees loyal and satisfied, their need met, and their accomplishment are recognized. So, say for example, some employee who is very skilled, who is very knowledgeable and very talented. So that kind of employees you have to retain in your organization. So if you lose the organization, if you lose that particular employee, maybe it may be considered as a loss for the organization. Because the high valuable asset, because the company is losing the high valuable asset of the organization. So it's the employee retention rate is directly or indirectly have a effect on the company, effect on the business overall activities or overall business goals and objectives. It is having some impact. Employee retention will have some impact. Next, effective retention policy. What are the effective retention policy? First is invest in employees' career development by providing mentorship programs or additional education. So you have to make the employees for a higher qualification, or you have to make the employees to do some certificate course, or you have to make the employees to do some additional education. Next, additional education with the employer cost, not the employee cost. So you should not force the employee to do some additional education on their investment. As an employer, you have to invest on the employee for their additional education. Next is focus on managerial skill by conducting leadership skills enhancement training. So you have to, if the executive employee, if you find an executive employee is very skillful, means you have to make the executive employee to develop, you have to make the executive employee to develop their leadership skills. Next, recognize employees' contribution to feel them valued. So you have to recognize the employees' contribution towards the organization. Reassess the compensation standards and acknowledge the employee contribution by financial rewards, spot bonus, wage increase, etc. So you have to review, or you have to revise the compensation of the employees once in a year based on the contribution given by the employee towards the organizational goal, or you have to recognize the employee's contribution by financial rewards, and by financial rewards like bonus or increase in wages. So these are all the effective retention policy where you can make your employee to be retained in the organization. Next is re-evaluate employee benefit package such as lower healthcare premium or flexible workplace. So apart from that, you can give insurance policy to your employees. You can provide food coupons. You can provide entertainment coupons to your employees. Next is prioritize work-life balance by allowing remote work and a flexible schedule. So if you want in this effective retaining policy, there is a additional and important factor, that is work flexibility. So if you introduce the work flexibility, many of the employee will be satisfied because they will work, they will log in or they will work with the company at any time they want. So the only thing is 8 hours they have to complete in a day. So based on the flexibility of the employees, they will work with the company. Improve organizational culture by encouraging diversity, equity, inclusion, executing support leadership and implementing articulate values. Support employees' well-being by extra care measures like wellness, reimbursement, insurance coverage program. So you have to, in the effective retention policy, you have to add all these points, like you have to provide employee well-being activity, like providing wellness, or providing reimbursement, or you can conduct camps also. You can conduct healthcare camps, or you can conduct other camps. So summer camps for the employees children. So if you conduct this kind of activities for your employees, the employee may feel satisfied and they will retain with the organization. They will plan to work for a long term with your organization. Next is employees stay when they are well paid. So what are the factors to be considered when the employee, when you want the longevity for the employees in your organization? First is employee well paid. Only when the employees are paid well, they will stay with their organization. Only when the employees are given well training, or the employees supervisor or immediate boss, they are acting as a teachers. They trains the employees in their job. So the employees will feel satisfied and they will feel valued in the organization and they will stay with their organization. Next is challenging employees. Employees should be given challenging work. So not the routine work, but also you have to give challenging work to the employees. So promotion. If your employee gets promotion, then they will feel satisfied and they may retain with your organization. Involved, appreciated, valued, on a mission, empowered, trusted. So these are all the factors which makes the employees to feel satisfied, to feel they will feel valued in the organization and they will plan to stay with your organization. Next is employee retention statistics. What is the statistics for employee retention? That is 82% companies with an effective onboarding process boost new hire retention. Companies that provides option for remote work have 25% lower employee turnover. 79% would decline a job offer for inaction against unethical behavior. 77% of the companies focus on employee experience to increase retention. Organizations with a recognition rich culture have a lower voluntary turnover rate of up to 31%. 35% of the workers say they will quit if they don't get a rise in pay. The average employee exit cost is 16% to 13% of their annual salary depending on their pay. Next is human resource leader admit employee burnout is sabotaging workforce retention and is responsible for 50% of the turnover. So here they have given some statistics for employee retentions. For employee retention, they have given some statistics. It is 8 in 10 employees would seek a new job offer after one bad day at work. Okay. 70% would leave a company for better development and learning. So these are all the statistics for employee retention. For employee retention, they have given some statistics, but they didn't give the year. So in which year this statistics is observed. They have not given the year, but maybe the overall percentage. With this module, we have completed the HR policies module. In this module, what we have discussed is the HR policy framework, attendance policy, leave policy, LTA, that is leave travel allowance and reimbursement policy, code of ethics and business conduct, importance of email, internet and computer use policy, confidentiality and non-disclosure policy, effective employee retention policies. So with this, we have completed the HR policies.